Welcome back, everybody. Tea parties are not just for kids, everyone. Here to show us how to take thrift shop plates and mismatched china and turn them into beautiful tiered tea stand is everyone's tea party dream guest, Maria.
I don't know if I'm the dream guest. I feel like I would eat all of the desserts and everyone would be mad.
I would actually like to see that. So you come over and just like annihilate the entire dessert tray.
It's the plan. I mean, I love a good tea party, and I was inspired by Sunday's new episode of Good Witch, where Cassie uses a spell to make some special tea to actually help a friend.
Okay.
And you'll just have to watch. I am dying to know what's going to happen with this storyline. And of course, speaking of tea, I was inspired to create something super, super beautiful because like I said, I love a good tea party, and there's this really special place to me in Michigan. It's called the Grand Hotel on Mackinac Island. You can see I took that picture when I went with my husband.
That is a grand hotel.
It
Wow.
is. It's magnificent. This is an island where there's actually no cars. Everything is horse and buggy. So my husband and I went there after our wedding because we got married in Michigan, and they do an afternoon tea there. It's very old-fashioned and wonderful, and so that's just what made me think of I could have this at my tea party.
Exactly right. We could be fancy at home. We can make this ourselves and do it, with our friends and family. Fantastic.
Exactly.
My question for you, though, is how do you find the right kind of china to use? I mean, obviously, you wouldn't use your china set, but how do we do this?
And so what's perfect about this is that it can be mismatched. So like you said, if you have something like, I find, Cameron, that we do not utilize the china that's like our grandmother's or something that we have around. We never end up using the china, so why not actually utilize that in something in a way that we could use on a daily basis, truthfully, and have out as something almost as artwork. But you could go to a thrift shop, you could go to antique shop, anything like that, and get things that are mismatched. But the most important thing for this specific project is to get 3 different sizes because we are creating that tier style for the little treats to go on. So we have a bigger, middle, and small.
And I noticed that you've got holes drilled in all of these, and for that you're going to need one of these fancy diamond hole saw bits. What else do you need, and how do we make sure that we're not going to break these plates?
Well, like you said, that is what is so important to not break the plate. And I actually have, I can show you how you can do this specifically. And the other thing you need for this is, believe it or not, a sponge and some water. So as you can see here, I'm starting at an angle going into the back of the plate. And the reason why you want to start at an angle is it's just a much more gentle process of getting the drill actually in, the saw bit actually getting into the plate. So as you can see, I'm using a sponge with some water because what that ultimately does is allows it to not overheat because the drill itself could get really, really hot in that process. And this is so fragile because you want to go slow and you want to really err on the side of caution because if it overheats, it could break.
Exactly right.
And we don't want that, especially if it's a really special plate.
Yeah, for sure. And then we got to connect them together, and I know you've got a great little set here.
This is, a cake stand hardware kit. So you get this at the hardware store. You could get this online. Really simple. Look how pretty. And they're really inexpensive. So we're going to put this all together. So we're going to show you how you can go about getting this done. So you can see we have our plate here. Cameron, can I utilize you?
Let me help.
It comes like this, and you want to start. It'll come like this, and you start by putting this in this way.
Little washer on there. That's a little spacer so that the metal doesn't rub up against the china, right?
Exactly. So these are super important because you do want to make sure that it's not going to scratch anything. So
want me to hold that for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, you're so useful, Cameron.
Well, I've learned from the best.
And so you can see here, this is where it allows you to actually just screw it on. So you do this. And if it's a little loose, don't worry. At the end, you can go back in and tighten everything up. And it's a step and repeat after that. You don't have to use.
It's
actually,
turning
that's
in my
perfect.
finger, yeah.
It's in you drilling into your finger. Oh, that's good.
No, I was saying it was turning on that side. Okay.
And so then you just repeat. So you want to make sure to use these because this is what's going to keep everything together.
Absolutely.
And like I said, all we're doing is this. And instead of, and you can tighten it at the end.
Yeah.
So do this. And
very nice.
And so what's cool about this, Cameron, even though it's something that we think, it's for tea maybe, this is actually something you can utilize to put maybe jewelry on. You could put, yes, you can use it in everyday life. And that's the thing, when it comes to something that's a vintage or something like really beautiful that's maybe a family heirloom, this gives you the opportunity to not only utilize it in a way of displaying food, which is my favorite thing to do, but also use it in some other ways because it really is just so beautiful. And as you can see, we have it built here. You could go back in and tighten everything up at the bottom.
We don't need a grand hotel. We've got this right here, Maria.
We have our
Come on
own
now.
grand
We deserve a
hotel.
treat. That's what I think, everybody. Let's go over here. What are you going to have?
Oh, I'm
Maria's gonna
committed.
start. By the time we go to commercial, come back, she's going to be finished this whole...
I'm done.
Okay. Go to hallmarkchannel.com for full instructions. And don't forget to watch a new episode of Good Witch. It's on Sunday, 8/7 Central, right here on Hallmark Channel.